Hello and welcome to this real estate and mortgage overview on the Dallas, Texas housing market. Let's start off by broadly looking at residential property value statistics in Dallas. At the end of January 2024, the average home value was $303,042, which is a modest 0.6% gain year over year. The median list price in January 2024 was $416,925, and the median sale price in December 2023 was $399,290. Next, let's check out the mortgage market across the United States. The current 30-year fixed mortgage nationwide average interest rate set at 6.69%, which is slightly below the one-year average of 6.82%. Looking at some other key levels, we can see that the 10-year average for mortgage rates is 4.25%. This data is derived from Freddie Mac, where statistics have been compiled since April of 1971. Since this time, we've seen rates hit a record high of 18.63% in October 1981 and an all-time low of 2.65% in January 2021 in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. When we look at this information in aggregate, we can see that currently we are about 1 percentage point below the all-time average for mortgage rates of about 7.74%, which covers almost 53 years of data. Mortgage rates are largely determined by the movement of the 10-year Treasury bond. However, it's good to be aware of the decisions made by the Federal Reserve regarding the Fed funds rate. The FOMC has increased the Fed funds rate 11 times from March 2022 to July 2023, and the rate currently sits at 5.25 to 5.50%. During the last 4 meetings since July 2023, it was decided to not adjust the rate. The next meeting is scheduled for March 19th, and the consensus is the Fed will continue to hold rates steady, signaling neither an increase nor decline from the current level. If you're thinking about where rates are headed, we've compiled a list of the leading experts in the field with their predictions. NAR is the National Association of Realtors and MBA is the Mortgage Bankers Association. The consensus among the authorities listed here is that rates will come down to the low 6% range by year-end, and we may see mortgages rates in the mid-5s by the end of 2025. If you're in the market for a mortgage loan, it's good to be aware of your area's median income, or AMI. The AMI for Dallas is currently $102,700, meaning that half of the incomes are below and half are above this figure. To provide some context, $74,580 is the national median income for the United States as a whole. To qualify for a conventional loan through Fannie Mae's Home Ready or Freddie Mac's Home Possible loan programs, which have several benefits to borrowers, including reduced private mortgage insurance and reduced down payments of just 3%. Your income cannot exceed 80% of the area median income, and in the case of Dallas, that figure is $82,160. Somewhat more limited are USDA loans, which can be used in rural areas, and these loans have a maximum income threshold of 115% of AMI, or $118,105 in Dallas if you can find a property that meets these specifications. This next slide gives you a glimpse of what you might expect in the way of appreciation of your home in Dallas. The long-term average annual return in the Dallas market is 4.66%, which has been used in the calculation of this scenario. The Dallas market has a return slightly above the long-term U.S. national average rate of return for all properties of 4.42%. We also want to point out that the Dallas residential real estate market hit an all-time high back in June 2022, and we're currently about 4.1% below that record. Compared to the national level, home prices hit an all-time high back in October 2023 and are only 0.2% off their high. In terms of affordability, the Dallas market receives a score of 97. A score of 100 indicates that a household earning the median income can afford the median home price with a 20% down payment at current mortgage rates. Over time, the Dallas market has become considerably less affordable. The Affordability Index reading for Dallas in 2011 over 220, meaning it was extremely affordable at that time. The index reading for Dallas is currently at its lowest point in the last 20 years. Going over real estate highlights, we can see that the entire Dallas market comprises roughly 314K residential units, which includes single-family homes, condos, and townhouses. Over 10,600 of these units were sold in 2023, which represents 3.38% of the total stock, which compared to the national average of 3.75% is slightly less activity in Dallas than the overall U.S. housing market. We can also see that the average home in Dallas is about 58 years old or 10 years older than the nation's average of 48 years. This can possibly indicate increased repair and maintenance costs in this market. Also, over the past year, only 8% of homes purchased in Dallas were done as all-cash transactions, so 92% of borrowers required mortgage financing of some sort. Looking at the demographics of Dallas, we can see that compared to the U.S. as a whole, Dallas has a significantly younger population where 74% of its inhabitants are under 44 years of age compared to 58% for the nation. This younger profile helps to create a healthier real estate market with more activity than an overall older demographic who is not moving around much either through first-time home buying or scaling up. Looking at the overall composition of the market, Dallas is well below the national average of 66% homeownership rate where only 54% of inhabitants own their homes. The other 46% are renters, of which 12% can afford to purchase a home if they choose. Overall, the Dallas real estate market appears to be moderately competitive. We give it a 55 out of 100. Homes are selling for approximately 1.5% below list price. However, the number of days pending has increased year over year to 41. Currently, the number of homes for sale has increased significantly between December and January from 3,258 to 3,560, representing a spike of 9.3%. Further good news is the average time on the market has decreased significantly by 35% from 118 days a year ago to 76 days in January 2024. I hope you found this quick snapshot of the Dallas real estate market and mortgage rates highlight helpful. If you reside in Dallas and are looking for mortgage financing options or to refinance a current mortgage or are contemplating moving to Dallas, we can help. Stewart Brown is a licensed mortgage broker with access to over 200 wholesale lenders. In addition, we have access to niche-specific real estate agents that can help you find the perfect property in the Dallas area. Thank you, and please like, share, and subscribe as it helps the channel reach more people.